Press.
I have a question for you about the people there. My understanding is that this week, the Ukrainian government has asked, in fact, mandated that men under the age of 60, I believe, have to stay in the country and fight. What impact is that having on your rescue efforts and the extent to which you have men who aren't interested in staying around to fight?
So if there are men who don't want to stay and fight, I get that. I was a soldier, or I was in the military for my entire adult life.
Right.
It's not for everybody, and I've seen a whole lot of war, and I don't wish that on anybody. Now every Ukrainian knows what it feels like, every single one, and that there's a reason why they're running away is because war is terrible. So I don't fault a guy who, just like I don't fault an American who didn't join after 9/11. It's different strokes for different folks. That's okay. That's just fine. What's good for me is not good for everybody. But we're actually experiencing this right now with a guy on our current rescue who is a Ukrainian with a wife and children, who is a military age male. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to see him tonight, and he's not going to make it across. So it's going to be, again, right. This is one of those, you asked before about the terrible stories. This is a guy, he has a little boy and a little girl who are now my good friends. We just survived a 20-hour drive together. So you get to know people real well, right?
Yeah.
Right, on a bus. I know his wife, I know his two children, and he's now faced with a dilemma. Do I send my children and my wife across into Romania while I stay here and I guess become a conscript, I guess? That's a tall order.
Yes.
That's a tall order for anybody. So that's happening as we're talking right now. If you hear my phone vibrating, that's him texting me. We're working on maybe, options, other options, but they conscripted every single military age male because they're fighting the Russian army, which is huge, superior in every single way, that's murdering people in the streets for fun, because that's what the Russian army does, right? They're incredibly cruel and brutal for centuries. That's not news, right? And so if I'm the government of Ukraine, I need mommies, daddies, babushkas, grandmas, every single person with a gun, a pitchfork, a set of Legos to make them walk on stuff. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Every little thing, they're going to have to pull out all stops. So I get where the government's coming from. I do, but it really it stings when it's someone who it stings. But that's why we're raising money. It's why we're raising money. We need financial support to do more rescues and more operations, and we will figure out a legal and safe way to deal with the military age male problem. I don't know what the answer to that is yet because it's early days, but we have figured out an answer to every little thing. We actually flew people internationally from Afghanistan to America who had lost their green card and passport.
Wow.
And didn't break the law. We don't bribe, we don't smuggle, I don't do any of that stuff. Because if you're an evacuee, it's taking you from a bad situation and putting you in a bad situation.
Right.
That's stupid to me, right? Making you an illegal immigrant in another country makes you via me commit a crime. Why would I want to do that to somebody? That seems so stupid. There's a legal way to do everything. You just have to find it. The military age male problem, I'll figure something out.
Sure.
I will. Even if that means finding a safe haven in Ukraine, that may be the answer, is a safe haven, a deserter's island kind of a thing, a desert island kind of a thing. I mean, I don't know what the answer is yet, but